Welcome back to another edition of SacTown Movie Buff Television. Once again, it's your boy Kier, the critic, and today in the studio we have a bilingual Latina actress, voiceover artist, dancer, and content creator, Miss Jessica Lissette. How you doing today?
I am blessed to be here. Thank you so much.
Well, good. It's good to have you here. So let's just get right into it. How did you get involved in acting and voiceover and modeling and all the content creation that you do?
So that is all the passion of mine that I didn't even really know was a passion. I always thought I'd like to do it, and I actually started off like reading stories to my little brother, and I would try to change my voice to make it kind of sound realistic, and no one told me to do that. It's just something that kind of innately came out of me, and I really enjoyed that. And then I wasn't sure if it's like, maybe do I like acting? I don't know, when I was getting older, but I was very timid and shy back then, and it wasn't until college that I was like, oh my gosh, like I took an acting class on my 5th year, super senior at UC Davis.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I was like,
I was
oh
like
my
7
gosh.
years, so I could have been a doctor.
So for wildlife biology, and I realized, whoa, I love acting. I could have done that, but that's where my passion came from, and that's something that I am now kind of coming full circle after being in biotech for 12 years. I was in biotech for 12 years, and now I'm kind of coming back to acting, so
Very
I'm
cool.
excited.
Have you gotten any major roles or been involved in any productions here locally, or?
Well, recently, so back in the past, I was actually in a local Stockton Kia commercial, and that was really fun.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I was also in a short film for a student at UC Berkeley, and it was called Suspicious Sylvia, and so I got to play this cool like teenager. He actually picked me because like he heard my voice down the hall, and he was like, already that's who I want. And then when I did the reading, he was like, oh yeah, she's perfect for the role. So that was fun. And now it's just kind of like things are kind of changing. Like I realized that now things are kind of going in a different direction. Like I'm actually being more vocal and being an advocate and speaking like about mental health, emotional health.
Yeah,
and just kind of
I was going to
that.
ask you about that. You have a big thing about self-esteem. Can you
Yes.
kind of touch on a little bit what that's about, or?
Yeah, so I have grown a lot. There's a lot of things that have happened in my life, and I've learned and I've grown through all like my mistakes, my struggles, and also the painful moments in my life. And for self-esteem, it's really like I've learned that beauty is fleeting and every day of life is a blessing. So it's not about chasing society's image of perfection, but rather embracing all our unique features and that diversity of all of us that just shows that we are all beautiful, and that it's not about filters. It's not about Photoshop. It's not about
Just be your natural self.
And that when you're able
embrace yourself.
Yes, when you're able to embrace yourself and you can love yourself, you can then actually see beauty in all aspects of yourself, and that is regardless of your stage in life and your season in life, or how things have changed as you have kids and you get older, and you're able to then carry yourself in confidence and be able to just shine brightly and smile.
Very cool. That's very cool stuff. I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with being a champion for positivity, a champion for self-image and self-worth. So that's a very cool aspiration to have. In terms of going back to your acting, and do you have a certain preference of kind of the films you like to be in, or kind of roles you want to portray? Is it more in front of the camera? Is it more voiceover? Kind of like.
Well, the voiceover thing has really kind of struck me as something that I'm really interested in right now, and just being able to just get creative, like just playing with my voice, being able to do different styles and see how I can make something, just a simple sentence change. And that was kind of like what I was thinking I was going to be getting into, and now that's kind of changed into like, now I'm like in front of the camera, so
Right.
It's now like, oh wait, you know what, I forgot how much being in front of the camera, like I really love it. It just really energizes me, and so I'm really excited to be able to do that. And that's why I think like just growing in that self-esteem, that it's really made a difference. Like I'm coming back into this kind of full circle, but
Right.
with a lot more wisdom
Right.
and growing. And I'm in a much better place than I was there. Like I used to be really insecure, and now I'm really confident in myself, whether I'm just wearing PJs or I'm wearing a fun dress and a flower in my hair, because that's what I love and that's what makes me happy.
That's really cool. I mean, that's the way it should be. You should be comfortable in your own skin, and sometimes confidence comes with age. Sometimes you might be a little timid, but just experiences, life experiences, that kind of stuff will help you build up some of that confidence. So, very cool. So, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, if they want to use you for a voiceover, they want to put you in their next project, what's the best way they could reach you?
So on my LinkedIn, there's going to be a little business card that shows up that has my link for a LinkedIn, also my email, and that's model Jessica Lissette with some underscores in between at yahoo.com, and also like my Instagram, so whatever is easiest for connecting, and just to be able to, whether it's acting or being on screen in a film, whether
Right.
it is voiceover, but even as like I've said, like being as like that calling to just kind of be a speaker and an advocate, because what I really want everyone to know, like any girl at any age, is that besides having that self-esteem, that self-love and self-care and all those things, is that really it's the power of your words, right? Like where we see ourselves in our future, and it's how we carry ourselves. It really starts with our words. So the Bible even says that the power of life and death is in the tongue. And so we need to replace that negative self-talk with the truth of who we are, which is like, you are not an accident. You were created with a purpose and
Right.
a purpose, and your personality, your style, your likes, your dislikes, your hobbies, what brings you joy and makes you smile, what makes you sad, and even what makes you mad. Like there is nothing wrong with who you are. So do not seek the world's perception of perfection, rather smile and just be confident in being uniquely you. And so that's really like the message I want to be able to have everyone. And
Wow.
if anyone wants me to continue to spread that message of love and joy, like I'm all here for you.
That's perfect. Well, that's really good stuff. Positivity is a really good thing. I thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for sharing your story, and I greatly appreciate it. And we'll hopefully have you back again soon.